We at it again.
Yo, 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 episode 43. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome back to your favorite late night show, Late Night with Nate and Adrian. I'm your boy, Nate Galloway.
Adrian Brandyberg.
Hit you with
God.
the extra horn. Shout out to the No Sleep crew. Like and subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Yo, Boogie,
Yes,
I gotta tell
sir.
you. We have just hit legendary status.
Oh, have we?
Told you. We are, everyone's favorite late night podcast. Again, shout out to all the Insomniacs out there tuning in. But we have reached legendary status. One of the homies hit me up. She was like, yo, Nate, you and Adrian, I turn y'all on late at night after my kid goes to sleep and I'm doing my chores. We help her get through her household chores. People only put on legends when they clean the house. So we are now up there officially with the likes of legends such as like the Patti LaBelle's. We up there with Anita, the Earth, Wind, and Fires. So, you should be happy. You should be happy, AB. We are now legends.
Shout out to
Legends.
her for actually wanting to doing chores like after you tend to your child. Like, how exhausting is that? Like, you did all you had to do, put your child to bed, and was like, okay, now I'm about to clean up the house. What the
I'm going to
fuck?
do more chores.
Yeah, I would never. I would never.
Definitely not. And the fact that we are such a weed positive podcast, you're
Yeah,
not getting a lot of chores done listening to us. You're firing up fat one. You got your wine, you got some type of beverage.
yeah.
There's just not a lot of chores being done. So kudos to her. She's probably smoking like a sativa or some shit that's just making her just push through them chores.
You're gonna have to. Yeah,
Really
you're gonna
easy.
have to. There's only a few times that I'll actually take an edible, and even if it's a Tiva, I gotta microdose that shit because I will be done for the day
You will be chilling. I was like,
for sure.
yeah. Like if I'm like about to do any type of chores, I'm just like, you know what? Probably best that I don't indulge in any type of smoking because it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna get done. I'm gonna chill. I'm actually gonna order some food. I'm probably going to smoke more weed, which means the chores I was supposed to do probably aren't gonna get done until like next week. Just the whole weekend is just pretty much done. Let's just go ahead and just call it what it is.
I especially when you plan on doing some shit like yo, I'm gonna reorganize my closet. And then you see it's like sometimes drugs be calling you. And I understand.
They do. Certain.
I un-
Hold on. Okay, let's preface this
yeah, I was
with a.
gonna say. I was
Let's
gonna say.
preface this.
Yeah,
Go
yeah, yeah.
ahead.
No, no, no. I was gonna say certain drugs,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
recreational drugs that are
Yes.
healthy to the body, that doesn't
Yes.
affect you and have you out here sucking dick for
Right.
the
We don't dabble in those drugs that will have you on the side of the highway doing, some strange things. Y'all know we're talking about the booger sugar, for some people, or for those that can't, afford the booger sugar, the crack, I'm talking about that. People still, they still be out here doing crack. So, just,
not that I'm like, to me, I feel like if crack must be really good for people to
it's gotta
still be
be.
doing it.
It's gotta be.
You ever think that sometimes? Because I'll be thinking like, yo, everybody knows the harmful implications, the all that comes with taking crack and heroin, and
Yeah.
people still do it. They're like, you know what? Just give me a little bit.
Fuck it. I just need a rock. Like at what point, like I really want to know, like for people, like what's the line? Like what is the level of man? This has been a fucked up ass day. We just ain't gonna do it. Like I think I might actually go to crack. Like I really want. Like what is it that puts you at that point where you're like, this is it. This is it. I just need some crack. Like what is that type of situation?
I
Like I
don't
want
think
to know
we.
you get fired from your
I don't
job.
think. Yeah, I don't think we want to know. Tell you the truth.
Well, that's true. I don't want to know. And I was gonna say like we get fired from a job, but as a nigga who's been fired from several jobs, I ain't never been like, let me go get some crack. So yeah, I don't want to know what that line is. But for all the children, actually shouldn't be no children listening to this show. But for those who are out there listening, yeah, we only talking about the weed. We ain't talking about that hard stuff. I just want to
That's it.
really preface that. Only
That's
talking
it.
about the marijuana and maybe a couple of them psychedelics, maybe,
We ain't there
some
yet. We ain't there
pure,
yet. We ain't
but
there.
the other stuff, nah,
I
hard
feel like
pass.
every time I hear people talking about drugs, this is so real, but I think of Kelly Clarkson's song. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, just a little taller.
You think that's like the crackheads anthem? Hey, like, hey, nigga, you still here, bro? So I need more crack. That's got to be what they anthem because crackheads really, it's some strong ass people, man. Like crackheads be living out here. It's like niggas out here dying from like cancer, all niggas getting hit by cars. Crackheads though, it's like, man, you've been a crackhead for like 30, 40 years and you just out here still living. I mean, you look a little dusty, but you still look kind of young for a crackhead. Like I
Hey
just be
man, those are
wondering, like,
those
what's
are
in
the
the shit?
real daredevils. Those are the real
Real
daredevils. Tell you the truth.
crackheads for real. Like when you say daredevils, I done seen crackheads. Like you go like a little barbecue, niggas just reach on the grill, no tongs, just be like, yeah, I got this. Like you have no feeling left in your hands, or niggas that will pick up the grill and it's like you don't want no mitts. Like
They
you
just
don't
got
feel that.
they got this look in their eye that they're just
That's
relentless.
determination. That's
Yeah,
determination.
they will go for anything. What you need, I got it.
You
I'll
can,
go get
you
it.
know what? If you for real though, like if there was ever someone to send out on like a mission at the party, it should be the crackhead. Cause one, that nigga's gonna be efficient. I got the ice, I got the cups, I hit all your spots, and he's gonna bring your change back. Because one, he's gonna ask you for that change. He's gonna hope you're gonna give him a nice little tip so he can go out here and get his little crack rocks. So, I mean, I'm not opposed to hiring crackheads to do certain tasks for you. Like how last week you had Task Rabbit that came over.
Mm-hmm.
They should have
Mm-hmm.
like like something like that for crackheads. Not necessarily when you let them in your house because they're gonna steal your shit. They're gonna like put it together and then they're gonna sell it to someone else. But like outdoor shit, like hey my man, you should cut my grass or
Hustlers.
something.
The hustlers. The
Shit
hustlers.
like that. Or like when it's as it's getting starting to get cold outside, just have a crackhead sit in your parking space. So it's like, look, my man, shovel this spot
No.
off.
Stop.
Hang out right here, and I'm gonna take care of you. Like you got a whole job all winter, my man. Just this is your job. Sit in this spot.
Speaking of colder temperature coming up, I just purchased a space heater because I had one
It's a
and
must.
I broke
It's a must.
it. I broke it. Man, I don't care where you are when it's wintertime, a space heater, because I tried to buy a blanket, a warm heated blanket, and
Okay.
they didn't have the one that I wanted. It was some fake cheap one that literally only heated up one corner. But space heaters are life
Waste of a
savers.
blanket.
Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
it's
They are.
it really is just one blanket. Like all this central air, man. It as much as I love the fact that it's one thermostat that controls all the temperatures in our place. I need a little extra heat when it comes
You
to the
need
winter
just
time.
sauna. You just be turned up a little bit more, huh?
Man, I don't want to disrespect nobody else in this house, but I need it a little bit warmer in my
But it's
area.
gonna be hot. Is what you're saying. I don't mean to disrespect your comfort level, Chief, but it's gonna be on a solid 85 degrees in this motherfucker.
Hey, real quick, you about to feel like the Bahamas in this corner, nigga. Okay?
Y'all fucking windows gonna be in there sweating, just gonna be crying like, yo, it's
Let
hot in
me
this
out.
joint. Hey, well, hey man, you gotta keep it warm and toasty. I mean, I mean, you know how the winters are, man. You be playing around in the wintertime, man. You gotta dress in layers, man. You out there in Philly too, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that Philly weather's gonna be. You might have to grow a beard or something, to protect yourself, in the
I mean,
wintertime.
I might have to grow a beard real quick and let it just all hang out just so I can protect the skin of mine.
I
Cause
mean,
I
that's
already
how
know.
you keep the wind from fucking up your face, yo.
Right.
So what else has been going on, man? How's your week been?
Week's been pretty chill. I feel like we just been getting really great weather, and I have to be grateful the fact that we are in September right now, and not everybody out in this
Yeah.
country has this weather. Man, it's been hot as hell, and I've been appreciating it. So
Nice to say that someone's getting some warm because it ain't been that here in Chicago. As you can see from my hat attire here, my article of
back at it.
clothing, it is beanie season, second day of fall, and I have broken out the flannels. I'm putting together my new fall flannel lineup here. About to be killing niggas with all new flannels this fall
Hey,
season.
I'm
New
loving
flannels coming
layers.
to a city near
I
you.
love I love fall. You get to layer up. That's where the real fashions come out. And
Man.
fall to me, I feel like personally.
Oh yeah. I feel like everyone's style game really goes up a notch in the fall. Like niggas boots, like from the men to the women, niggas be in boots, yo. Like we be stepping out. Like just the sweaters, the turtlenecks, we be out here with the earth tones. Like we really be killing fall. I felt like,
Facts.
I mean, summer is cool. It's like, yeah, you get to show off the body, but even for
You
niggas, even
like,
if you don't
yeah,
work
you get to
out,
show off your body.
yeah, it's cool. Like, all right, nigga, we get it. You ain't work out, or the ones who did. But fall, everybody gets to start because it don't matter if you worked out or not. It's like, bro, that's a dope ass cardigan, brother.
Right, right,
Like, hey, sister, I like them chinos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
everybody really be dressing. Plus, the leaves be changing. You get the apple cider. You get the apple donuts. The fall is football. College football is back. It's the best time. It's just the best. Like, it's just
College
the
football.
best shit ever. I'm definitely loving it. But a little bit of sadness that has happened amongst the community, the culture.
Of
We
course.
lost two icons a couple days ago. We lost AJ Johnson. From Friday, he's done a lot of other things. I got the hookup, Babs. I got the hookup too. He passed away. Also, Melvin Van Peebles, legend in his own right.
Legendary for sure.
One of the GOATs, pioneers of like the black exploitation films,
Absolutely.
author. Man has just done a lot. So you can look up what he's done.
He's
But it's
lived
definitely
several lives for sure.
for real, for real. Like when I tell you the man is a legend, a for real legend in the game out here. So definitely condolences to their families again, man. It's a lot of sadness, man. Seems like every week we losing some type of black icons, man. I don't know what's going on,
I feel like it's a sign. Like they like, hey man, it's time to go. Let's get the fuck up out of here.
man.
Like I don't know. Like, do they know
They can
something
keep
we don't
them keep them signs far, far away from me. Got a whole lot of living left to do, but
know?
again, condolences to them. Tipping the hat. Let's get into the tipping of the hat. I'm going to tip my hat or beanie, as we'll say, this is beanie season, to Michaela Cole. Love the speech. It gave me chills, especially I
Yeah,
myself being a writer, creative. You know how we have our struggles. The speech, it just really, really spoke to me. And she was the first black woman to win for writing for like a limited series. I think black person in general. So I mean, that's just dope.
yeah.
Kudos to her. A lot of funniness behind it, though. Vincent Bryant, he had made a comment where he was like, a lot of niggas gonna disappear from Instagram, still ain't gonna do shit. And I was cracking up because in her speech, she was like, "It's okay, like basically go away and come back." And he's right. There's gonna be niggas who just gonna be on these think tank missions, these hotep missions, who ain't done a goddamn thing But anyways, enough about them niggas. It ain't about them. It's about Michaela Cole. So shout out to her, tipping my hat. Who you got? Who you tip your hat to?
Hell yeah, shout out to her and everything that she's been doing. The fact that she turned down Netflix $1 million, puny ass money for not giving her the rights to her own fucking show. She was like, nah, I'm not going. I'm going to HBO. And now she
Netflix
has an
be,
Emmy.
you know what's crazy is these studios that be passing on folks' ideas or things. Like how many people have been told no for stuff or because they couldn't see the vision, and those shows go on to like just do to like Issa, she had like some first look deals and stuff, and then look Insecure, look what that show's done now, what she's doing production, Michaela here. They're talking about Atlanta, people not getting the vision behind that and FX. But so it's like Miss Pat, her show, for instance, like all the years she's had to wait. It's like, man, y'all gonna stop sleeping on folks. Y'all gonna buy in. You know, a lot of this is when you don't have enough, people that look like you in these writers' rooms or as the studio
In the
heads
networks, yeah.
to really believe in. Because I guarantee you, had there been at least one or maybe two more black faces, Michaela probably would still be. She'd be on Netflix. So it's just like, yeah,
I mean,
I
but
gotta
that's a
give it to
L. That's a L on Netflix. Keep it
for
moving,
real.
and
For real.
congratulations to her for sure. My tip in my
Yeah,
hat.
bad.
My tip in my hat will go to none other than it's a whole heap of people that came out over the last week. If you can see the blind uh, woman is Karen Silva. I don't know exactly what she does. Karen
Yeah,
Silva.
you gotta break this one down for me
She's
because
a
I'm
Okay,
confused
so
too.
yeah, we're all confused. So Karen Silva is a brand ambassador, media maven, a whole she has a slash hyphen and everything that she does, but she pretty much
Okay.
was a publicist, and I guess she has so many connections in the industry. She's been promoting, she's worked with so many people, Nicki Minaj, Nipsey Hussle, the list goes on. But what she's known for building connections and
Okay.
connecting companies and businesses with personalities,
So like a middleman
artists. Yeah,
for the
she's the
companies and the
middleman.
artists.
She's the
Okay.
broker.
Got
And so a number of people came out. First was Cameron, first was Meek, but nobody really took
you.
notice to it. But over the last week, Jessie Woo in the Gold. She is a comedian. She's on Love and Hip
Okay.
Hop. She's a Instagram personality comedian or whatnot. She came out and posted on her IG of screenshots of paper documentation, court documentation of a lawsuit that she put against Karen Silva because apparently she faked an event to get Jessie
Mm,
Woo's information and tried to help Jessie Woo and gave and decided to charge her $20,000 for it. So Jessie
woo.
Woo paid 20 grand to try to get put on, to try to get on a platform, to try to get two events and get pushed in the media so her name can be exposed even more, blah, blah, blah. But Karen Civil pretty much faked her out.
Yeah, that's quite the finder's fee. I'm giving you 20 G's and you ain't doing your job. I don't have a problem with you as
Right.
well.
So she faked an event to try to get her information so she can sue her, right? So Jessie Woo won the case. She put it on Instagram, and now she's going after Karen Civil. She wants her money back for paying
Hell
for
yeah.
lawyer fees, for all this shit. And so it comes out. Jordan Lucas, who's in the green, he's a rapper, up and coming rapper. He came out and was like, "Yo, I had 60 grand I gave you. I just had a
Yes.
child." and I gave you the last, thinking that you would help me as a new artist at that time, and you pretty much took my money and ran. And then to come to find out, Karen Silver was on Clubhouse, and she did Jason Lee dirty. Jason Lee is the owner, creator of Hollywood Unlocked, a gossip blog, and
Okay.
apparently she paid a young ass 19-year-old hacker to to hack into Hollywood Unlocked and shut it down for like 3-4 months, and he
Dang.
lost thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
And the
yeah, he lost some bread.
he lost bread. And Jason Lee called Karen, and she admitted it. Then she eventually go on Clubhouse and admitted on there. So my tip in my hat off is literally to the little people, to the new artists at that time, decided to come out, even though they didn't have enough pull. Karen Silver has been on pictures with Beyonce, Jay-Z, a whole bunch of big names. Jessie Woo, she's she's known she's known to people that know her, but not really to the masses. And the fact that she came out and was like, yo, this was happened to me. I won a court case. I'm about to go in right now. And she decided to go publicly. And Jason Lee came out, Joyner Lucas came out, Meek Mill was like, I told y'all, Cameron, I told y'all, DJ Academics,
I told
she's
y'all, niggas.
dirty.
Told y'all, niggas.
So shout out to people that literally
Hey, man, that's that good stuff.
usually, yeah, shout out to people that want to stand up for themselves in general. That's my tip of my hat off. Shout out to people that aren't afraid to lean into their fears and stand up for themselves. So I don't know the
Man.
particulars. I want to say allegedly on certain things, but it's not looking good.
No, it sounds like a whole lot of scamming type of activities going on here.
Yeah.
So I just be like, woo. Yeah, this is a lot of foolishness. A lot of this is out of my pay grade. Because again, let me tell you, had I given you 20 bands, 60 bands, any type of bands, I'm getting my return on investment, or you running me my bands back. Like, shit, we ain't got to talk. Just give me the money back.
Turns out she like screwed over a Haiti charity as well. Like, it's a long list of people that came out and was like, yo, you fucked me over. So
it's a long laundry list of just doing niggas dirty. But you know who won't do you dirty? This next sponsor. Let's go and get into that. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my Blak Watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my Blak Watch. I got to tell y'all, Blak Watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Blak Watches. They Black owned. You know you want to support a Black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blakwatches.com. That's right, blakwatches.com. BLAK watches.com. And make sure you use that promo code latenightwnate. Come on, support the Blak Watches. Now back to the podcast.
Alrighty.
First topic of the day, DoorDash announces they plan to get into the alcohol delivery business. And my first thought is, where the fuck were y'all at during the goddamn pandemic? At the beginning of the pandemic? Because let me tell you, this would have came in handy because Instacart was charging the shit out of people for those alcohol deliveries. Like, missed opportunity here, DoorDash. All the money that y'all missed out for all those people who were sitting here who couldn't go out to the grocery store or who didn't want to go through Instacart. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, Instacart literally took over and got that lick on
They do.
everybody with them added fees and shit. Cause I was like,
Man.
God damn, why am I doing this right now? There's been
Woo.
a few times. There's definitely been a few times where I'm just like, ain't no way in hell I should be paying this much money. But I also don't want to be out here with these floozies out here trying to get this Rona.
Exactly.
About time, DoorDash. About time. Granted,
For real.
They trying to take over the map because Grizzly. I use Grizzly
Yep.
maybe once or twice, and they got a nice little fee that I'm not really keen. I'm not really happy about. But about damn
Yeah.
time, DoorDash.
I'm about to use that damn door pass, what's it called? The door pass
The
on
Dash
DoorDash.
Pass.
Dash Pass. Yeah, I'm about to use the fuck out that. But I'm also a little leery when it comes to it because 95% of my DoorDash orders are messed up. Like a
Man,
good
I was just about to say
95% of them.
that. I was just about to say that,
So
man.
if you can't bring me my 2 double cheeseburgers, McFlurry, and a medium fry without me missing one of my double cheeseburgers and half my fries, what makes you think I'm going to trust you to bring me my fifth? I don't have a lot of faith in you because let's be real. If it's a certain type of bottle and maybe a certain type of driver, that ain't showing up. Casamigos, Henny, any type of Remy, any type of drinks that the blacks like, it's not showing up if you have a black driver. It does not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is this is a little bit sketchy to me because there's a lot of errors that could definitely come
Yeah.
into play for sure. So my questions are: how long did they test this new beta test, this new campaign of serving alcohol on DoorDash? Like how long? Because there's definitely been times where a lot of shit was missing on my
Yeah.
DoorDash order, and I'm just like, how do you? What are we not looking at orders anymore? Like, are we not
Literally.
confirming the stuff that we have here? Like,
I feel like DoorDash was like, here go this nigga again asking for another credit. And I just be going on there. I was like, yep, about to get y'all ass again. I was like,
right?
you fucked this up. You fucked this up. This was cold. And I'm like, if y'all can't like bring the stuff cold, then y'all in the wrong goddamn business. You need to give these people like heated bags, whatever you need to do. Because I was like, the whole point of it being convenient, hot, and fast is the food getting here conveniently, hot, and fast. And
I
most of
mean,
the time,
calm down.
they don't do that. They
This
don't do that.
ain't. Yeah, but this ain't. What's it called? Freaky Fast.
I'm just
Jimmy
saying.
John's. It's not
And
Jimmy John's.
I don't blame the Dashers. I blame DoorDash. I don't blame the Dashers. It ain't their fault. It's DoorDash and the restaurants. That's the problem. And again,
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
and what if it's a Friday night? What if you the last drive? What if you the last drop off on someone's route and like, oh, my man got a little henny. Appreciate you, chief. Put a little bit in my cup, and I give you the rest of your bottle.
No,
I went ahead and
no.
blessed that bottle for you, my boy. Or something like that. Oh, I went ahead and let your wine breathe for a little bit. I took a little bit off the top again. Oh, Merlot, love it. Great choice. Gonna pair well with the steak. Some shit like that. I would just, I got so many questions. Also, how are they gonna sync these deliveries up? Can I go into the app and be like, you know what? I want to order like 2 bottles of wine, but I also want to order a pizza. Can they bring all my shit at one
I
time?
think it'll be two. It'll definitely be
You
two
know,
people. One person will bring the wine. One person will
horrible,
bring the pizza. I
horrible.
mean, at this point, they're definitely going. You're going when you pick up your alcohol, you have to show your ID, of course, because there's been
Oh yeah.
times where I've ordered. I think I ordered a cider or something from somewhere. I was like, damn, I could order a cider from here. And then he was like, you got to bring
Yep.
your ID down. And I was just like, really? You can't tell now I'm old enough? They got to take a picture of it.
That's the part
So,
that's annoying too. I was like,
yeah,
nigga, I live on such and such floor. Now I gotta come
yeah,
down. The whole point was to be convenient. But I mean, I get it, because what if some kid has your
yeah, yeah,
phone?
yeah.
I mean, I understand. But also they should look at some of them drinks. How many fucking kids do you know out here ordering fucking Chardonnay? It ain't that many of them. It's not that many of them.
The little kid, like, which wine really pairs well with
It's like, oh, this shard goes very well with my fish sticks. It's like, I
I mean,
mean,
good
it.
luck.
Yeah, for real though. Good luck. I mean, it is gonna come in handy for them things where it's like, okay, you don't want to lead a party. Okay, it's definitely going to come in handy
Oh
there. And
yeah.
I and here's because I'm a cool ass dude though. If there was some shit like a 6-pack, I'll definitely give you one of my brews. I'll be like, here you go, my man, or young lady. Just don't open this up while you driving, bro. Make sure you park, drink, and then go out here and do your thing. I'm just saying we don't drink and drive out here unless you park first, drink, and then you drive. That's all I'm saying. We don't condone that. But
I'm interested to see how they implement this exactly. So
I am too. You know what's crazy? I think about it. I think about like missing one of my drinks. How do you even file that claim? I was like, yo, one of my I had 6, but I got 5. My man took off with one of my drinks.
yeah,
I really would have.
it's a lot of gray area in this,
Yeah.
and you also have to understand these liquor stores have to approve, and they have to get on to the app and agree to be like, all right, these are the liabilities, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know
So
what else? How trusting are you? Let's say you order an expensive ass bottle of champagne. Let's say you order a top notch champagne. Let's say Clico is one of my favorites. That's like $50 a bottle.
yeah,
That's a nice on the high point of expensive. Well, let's take it higher than the Clico. Let's say you spent $200 on a
you said
bottle.
Clico? I thought it was Clique. It might be Clico.
It might be Clico, tomato. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's all good. Go
No
ahead.
Sleep Crew, let us know what is it. Is it Clico? Is it Porsche? I don't know. Let
Oh
us know.
God. Could
But
continue.
but I want to know like if it's like a $200, how trusting are you? Because again, I know how some of these Door Dashers have think. And
But
if
you
it's a
also
two
have
hundred
to
dollar bottle,
come on, man. You
you
also have
know
to
this stuff is
yeah,
going
I was
it's not
about
gonna
to
show
think
up.
if you were paying like we've purchased and notice how I say we've because I ain't
Oh
buying it.
yeah. 2 income
Uh
household. It's a beautiful
right.
thing.
Ace of Spades, which is 350.
This was a New Year's purchase, a New Year's birthday
Oh
purchase.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was New
Okay, yeah,
Year's.
I
It was
figured.
New Year's, Ace of Spade, 350, real quick. They got a little casing within a case, and we bought it from a liquor store. I'm not sure if the liquor store owner, even though they see it on their app, they see that somebody paid for it, and they see it on the dasher driver. They're like showing the receipt. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know how confident I would be to release that ace of spade to a
Exactly.
dasher for them to send it to the customer. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Exactly. And again, I don't want to profile anyone, but some of these
Profile these
niggas that be
niggas.
showing up, I be looking like, yo, I know you in your car, bro, and I get it, but nigga, like I've seen some niggas get out the car, and I was like, there's not an ounce of fabric here. I was like, you've taken Kanye's visionary from his fashionable. I don't know. You've taken Kanye's fashion and taken it to a 10 times worse than what he's done. There's so many holes in some of these niggas shit, and I was like, bro, you're going into McDonald's with that many holes. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
And you entrust giving someone your bottle? Nah, come on, man.
so to me,
No,
I feel
no,
like
no.
for the first deploy of this campaign, they're definitely doing like low bottom tier,
Yeah,
bottom
yeah. Smearing
shelf.
off.
Ain't no way. I'm sorry. Ain't no
This
way.
is
Yeah.
this is definitely an absolute smearing off, Kettle One type of.
Jameson.
Yeah,
Ain't
you
nobody
know.
missing this if they lose a bottle, break a bottle. Like ain't nobody crying.
You out here buying like a $100 bottle of tequila, you're going to be because again, how many times have you heard stories of DoorDash of people's food not showing up? And you know what? And I know exactly what it is because niggas be like, you know what? Fuck DoorDash. I can go over here to Grubhub and I can go
Yep.
over to Uber Eats to get me a job. But you know what? I'm taking this nigga's cheesecake factory.
Yep.
I myself have had food. I was like, yo, he should have been here by now. You get
Yep.
that text alert, there's something wrong
I'm
with your
sorry.
order.
I am
It's
so
been
sorry.
canceled.
Right.
I'm like,
I am so
oh,
sorry. We have to cancel
you
your
said he was
order.
on the way. Like he was on the way. How do you cancel my order when they're on the way? You know how? Because that nigga signed out for the night. He was like, hey baby girl. He was like, hey baby, you know I got dinner for the night. I don't know what it is, but some nigga got Cheesecake Factory, so we eating good tonight. You know, that's literally what they be doing.
Man.
No. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, DoorDash. I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what happens. But let's get into this next ad.
Yes, sir. Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, here, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code LATENIGHT, okay? LATENITE. Going over to their IG, it's Rose Vogue Styling at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code Late Night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show. All right, we talking about it.
Unfortunately, we have reached topic number 2. And this is one of them topics where I just be like, I got the hiccups out of nowhere. This is one of those topics where I know this debate was brought on by the youngins. Excuse me for the hiccups.
Of course.
Brought on by the youngins. Is Drake in 2021 bigger than Michael Jackson at his peak? This was what the debate that has been sparked. These fucking hiccups are killing me right now. That's been a debate that has been sparked over the internet. And I, for one, I'm going to say I'm not arguing with little kids. Excuse me. I'm
not about
just
to
not going to do
entertain
it.
this. Yeah, I'm not about to
I'm not going to do
entertain
it.
this. This is not we not about to have a real discussion about this right now because this is malarkey. Okay, this is all malarkey. Yes, this is all malarkey. I'm sounding like an 80-year-old. I am flabbergasted and bamboozled by people actually having this debate right now. You have to remind people Michael Jackson is known around the world. There is nobody that doesn't know who the fuck Michael Jackson was during his peak time and his artistry. And yes, I'm a Drake fan to its core. I love all things Drake, but put respect on Michael Jackson's name.
You got to do it. You got to do it. It's one of those things where, again, this was one of those things where the youngins are like, oh, let's see, who can we take and match Drake up against? Again, I'm not saying Drake is not a great entertainer because he is. And yes, arguably of the decade, he is the biggest entertainer, the biggest musician out here on the earth. I'm not going to take that away from him.
Of course.
However, he's never going to touch the limits or the things that Michael Jackson has done from an entertainment standpoint. Even on a business level, he's not even going to be close to it.
Of course not.
You got to look at it. Michael Jackson has been doing this since he was a child.
Exactly. Let's sit in that real quick. I'm sorry. Let's just sit in that real quick.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson used to have stadium concerts with paramedics on demand because women and men were passing the fuck out.
that was when he was an adult. Let's go back to when he was a child. Let's go back to when he was a child. Because I don't know if anyone, I'm sure they might have been passing out, but the amount of little girls that he had chasing after him and everything, the type of pandemonium that they had around them, like, come on, man. Over 4 decades of being in
Yeah,
the business.
yeah.
And I'm gonna say, had Michael not passed away, he probably would still be putting out music right now, which
Of
adds
course.
on to how much more he will still be shitting on Drake.
Don't get it twisted.
I
Mike's
mean,
last few albums was still hitting. He
yeah,
had a
they
couple.
were,
He had a couple songs with Justin
yeah,
Bieber.
bangers on
Not
there.
Justin Bieber. Excuse me. Justin Timberlake,
Yeah,
Usher. This man had a couple bangers where I was
he
like,
had some
damn.
bangers.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he
Floetry.
had
Come
some
on, man.
hits,
Stop.
and it's the man made Thriller. All you gotta say is Thriller. He's the reason why black people are allowed to play videos on
In
fucking
general.
MTV.
Yep.
It's because of fucking Michael Jackson. And like what you said, niggas was passing out at Michael's concerts. Before Michael even came out, that's how frantic people were. Literally, Michael could just come on stage, just jump out, and just be there, just like standing there, not even moving, just breathing, and people would just be, ah! People would be passing the fuck out. And it's just like, oh my God, like the nigga ain't even done nothing. He's literally just
Wait,
standing there.
people were smelling and breathing in the air that Michael Jackson might have breathed in and decided to pass the fuck out. I want y'all to put that into perspective. This man had a moment where he was quiet for at least 5 minutes, and people was like,
Literally.
ah, ah, ah.
Just passing. People was getting hit with Jerry. He didn't do it. He just came out and just turned his head to the side. Jerry Curl Juice was hitting people and they was just like fainting. That's literally how it was. And I gotta think, how mad are you? Because you know them tickets cost. And this was back in the 80s and 90s. Them tickets was expensive for
Hell
like
yeah.
80s and 90s.
Hell
I
yeah.
would be highly upset with myself that I passed. You didn't even see him. How mad were you when you woke up and it was like, did I see him? It was like, no, you're in the ambulance. You
What?
know,
Take me back.
like,
Take me back.
oh yeah, we going back. We going back. Like, nah, fuck this. Like, we are going. I'm taking the IV out. Like, I paid
In a
$1,000 to
heartbeat.
see
I'm
Mike.
like,
I'm
is
going to
my
go see
ticket
Mike.
still valid? All right, well, let's go.
Like this man, he made Thriller. He sold over 100. What was it? 120 million albums off of one fucking record. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about here? He sold 120 million, the biggest selling album of all time to this day. Still the biggest selling. No one's ever gonna sell 120 million records on one album.
No
They're
one's
not gonna
yeah,
do it.
no one's discrediting Drake whatsoever. Because again, Drake is that dude. We're giving Drake his flowers, but let's stop it. Let's stop with with this generational comparison because the times are different. There was no social media. There were blogs, but there was no social media. Okay, leave this this narrative alone. Let it be. Let Michael be the greatest motherfucking pop rock artist. Like let him be, cause he still ain't nobody surpassed his shit. So
Also,
let it live.
Also, you got to think of it this way. This is also the social media era. When Mike was doing it, he was doing it when you couldn't see what the fuck was going on.
Of
Like
course.
you had to fucking actually buy a ticket. You
Yep.
had to actually call up and request the song. It
Yeah.
wasn't like, okay, I can stream this and I can stream the song for like a minute, and if I don't like it, I turn it off and you still get credit for it. It's
Mm-hmm.
not the same thing. Michael was actually out here. Not saying Drake is not working, but the level of work it was to be a star back
Mm.
then, it was way more difficult to sell records than it is now. Like it just was. Like literally, Mike was out here doing things that people from the age of 11 years old. Again, going back from the jacket, we're spending 40 years. Like your grandma, your aunties, uncles can all be like, yeah, I remember Mike as a little kid. And you can remember Mike too.
Hell
It ain't that
yeah.
many people that can honestly say in your family from childhood to adulthood where the entire family can say, I know this person. You may have people in your family now who are like, yeah, Drake, I know Drake, but you don't know Drake. But oh, that light skinned dude, yeah, there's a lot of older people gonna say that, oh, the Drake boy. You know, but you don't really know him like that.
Yeah.
Don't.
The first thing that came to my mind is VH1 playing the Michael Jackson story. Remember that motherfucking documentary biopic with Jason Weaver when he was a kid? Like
Yeah.
everybody remembers this shit. Like, come on,
You can
man.
still quote that movie.
Yeah.
Every black person can still. Matter of fact, I was quoting that shit last night. Like there's literally chunks of that movie where we can just go back and forth, and you can quote the scenes with folks. Like that is how good that. And every time the movie comes on, you gonna watch it because it's 5 hours long. Like you got to
Oh
clear
man,
out your
it's
entire
5
day.
hours. It's five fucking hours. You definitely can watch it a little bit, go do run in there and come back and it's still fucking on. Like that was
Great movie.
great movie, Christmas movie, because that's when I found out about the Pepsi incident, the
Yeah.
Pepsi commercial incident.
Yeah. You know how many? This is still. How many times has Angela Bassett played someone's mom,
Oh, good
especially
question.
like a musical icon? Like how many musical icon mothers she played? Did she play Biggie's mama?
Mm,
Didn't she play Tupac's mama too or something? She played a lot of people's mamas. She done been a lot of mamas. She was she was Trey's mama in Boys in the Hood. She
Black
done been
Panther mama.
yeah, Black Panther's mama. She done played a lot of quality mamas out here in these Hollywood movies. You
She's the
know,
truth. She's definitely the truth for sure.
but for real though, let's and everyone who is in their 30s, stop arguing with these kids. Stop
Lay it to
arguing with
rest. Lay
them
this shit to the rest.
on social media because you know what? It's just gonna give you a headache. You're not gonna get through to them. They
Yeah.
think Drake runs the world, and that is okay. He
Yeah.
runs their world.
Yeah.
But us, the people who pay bills, the people, whose backs might hurt every now and then when you sneeze, we know the truth. We know the truth. We know Drake ain't touching Mike. To be truth be told, there's a lot of artists out right now who Drake still like Madonna, the Rolling Stones. There's a lot of artists out here who have sold some albums. If you really want to talk the Prince, there's so many artists out here who, if we're really talking about it, like, come on now. There's a lot of artists out here.
Yeah.
Not saying Drake he ain't gonna be on the top 10 list of outselling some of these people, but there's still a lot of groups out here that you gotta be like, okay, bro, Michael, let's set the bar a little bit lower. Like, who's someone that he might be better? I don't know, the Bee Gees. Okay, cool. We'll give him the Bee Gees. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Stupid.
Michael Jackson? Nah, man. Come the King of Pop? Come on, man. Nah. Just nah. That's all I'm gonna say on that one.
I feel like people just wanna talk just to have a reason to debate. And y'all can keep going with this bullshit, but I'm not about to entertain this. So
Not for me, it's little children. Like, no. I'm not arguing with anyone that was born after 1995.
that's fair.
I'm
That's
not
fair.
gonna do it. I
That's
might
fair.
have to move that needle a little. I might have to move it. I might say like 92.
I was
You
about to say
know,
92. Yeah.
yeah, it gets a little sketchy right around that 92, 93 point. There's no point. I'm not gonna argue. Not gonna argue with y'all. I'm just not gonna do it. And one more thing. Look at it this way: from a business standpoint, Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog. Michael Jackson
Yeah.
owned like Sony. So like a lot of them rappers, a lot of these people's albums that were coming out, Michael Jackson's logo was on the back of those albums. The nigga was getting paid. Mike was a true businessman. Like, true businessman. And he was very petty. You know how many stories they said, like with Eminem, they said Eminem dissed Michael Jackson. So what did Mike do? He went out and bought Eminem's catalog. So again, he was getting paid every time M was rapping. Mike did that to a
Mike knew
lot
what he
of
doing.
people.
Mike knew what he was doing.
So it's like, I don't think Drake is ever gonna get to that level. He ain't ever gonna be there. He's just not. Like, let's put this silly ass debate to rest. We're gonna keep this thing rolling here. It's time for you niggas is tripping, man.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and start it off since you
Yeah,
did.
go
You
ahead.
started off real quick. I don't want to talk about this because we all know that right now. If you don't know, the R. Kelly trial is going on right now, and I try to give it as little attention as possible because we all know this man has done
Legit.
dirty for over the years or whatnot. But
Yeah.
I had to definitely highlight the fuckery that was happening during the trial because this is out of line right now. Now I know motherfuckers want to find a way to stand out and try to get their music known, but apparently one of the witnesses, and it was on the defense end, asked the judge during the trial if he can play his demo reel.
Wow.
During the trial, there are people out here trying to focus their energy and attention into trying to figure out whether or not we should prosecute and put this man into jail for a longer period of time because he's currently being jailed right now.
Yeah.
But this witness decided decided that his demo was way more important and asked the judge, how do you confidently look at somebody and say, hey, my man, do you mind if I play this demo reel for you right now? Like, I understand there are people on the street, on the trains, on the buses, looking at friends in family functions and seriously asking people, yo, you want to play my demo reel? We
Yo,
need to know the time and the place to ask about playing your music, playing your shit. That was not the time. Y'all are tripping right now. Y'all need to just chill, okay? Chill.
that was definitely a niggas gonna nig moment. He saw an alleyway. He was like, you know what? There's got to be some type of music executive in here. Somebody is gonna be out here just keeping an ear to the street. This is my opportunity. But Your Honor, I know you got some pressing matters here. I know what the defendant has done has just been just wrong and disgusting on so many levels. It is a true tragedy. But you know what can take your mind away from that tragedy? These banging ass beats, nigga. Play this
Stop it.
demo. like, like I really just it's just I want to say sometimes like I, niggas ain't gonna nig, but they just do. And this and you just if you just give the alley, they're gonna take it. You give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. And this is a clear example of that. But it's just like, what in your mind just was like, yeah, this is the right time to do this. This is the right time. Also, what makes you think the judge wants to hear this? What do you think the judge can do for you? You think the judge is gonna be like, yeah, I know a guy at a Def Jam, I know a guy at Arista. Like, what do you think is gonna happen here? What do you think is gonna happen?
I'm like I don't I'm starting to believe that aspiring artists are so oblivious to real life. They just want to push and push regardless of where they are. Like I feel like if somebody was passed out having a heart attack and at a restaurant and they saw all these people gathering, they was like, man, this is the opportunity of a lifetime
Oh
right now
yeah.
to play my music just to keep everybody upbeat and positive right now. This is that like this is how desperate Some artists are. And I understand
Yeah,
you have to be hungry and you have to keep that fight alive,
definitely.
but you have to know the time and the place. Come on, man. That's it.
Yeah, you gotta know when, and you gotta know when to do that. Because, like you said, like it definitely will be a nigga in the middle of hard compressions that will slide his demo in this. I know you're trying to save his life right now, doing your 1, 2, 3 count with CPR, but in between them breaths, listen to this demo. Go ahead and get this mixtape. By the way, that's $8. If you want to make a donation. It's just like, bruh, like. Come on. You got to like read the room. Read the room, sir. This is not the time nor the place to this. That's what's gonna happen. This nigga's gonna do. He's probably. It's not his first time doing this. This is not his first time doing this. I got a feeling he's gone to funerals. He has probably just been like, you know what? I know y'all talking about grandma right now, but she would have wanted y'all to get my mixtape. Kids graduation. Hey, little man, I'm proud of you for completing the first grade, but want all y'all to get my mixtape. This nigga is a notorious just interrupter. He just notorious for just not reading the room. He's notorious for just having just the worst follow through ever. It's like, sir, like no, time and a place. Time and a place.
I mean,
Time and a place.
they're all there for a particular reason. This man decided, nah, I'm gonna switch it up.
Well, you know what? Because I might be that type of judge. I'm like, this case is already just crazy on so many levels. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna allow it. And if your demo sucks, nigga, you got to give me a year. I'm sentencing your ass. It's a
Okay,
year. If it
okay.
sucks, I'll be like, that's. I'm gonna give him an ultimatum. I'm like, okay, how bad you want this demo to be played? Because obviously you don't take this case seriously. So I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna play your demo. If this demo is trash, it's a year. It's a year, my man. You gotta give
Yeah.
us a year.
Yeah. I also have a question. Did the defense attorneys promise the witness they can play his demo tape at the court and he can get so much exposure if he testified? That's probably what happened.
I'm also wondering, how does this help R. Kelly? Like, is
Yeah.
what in this? How does this even help his case? Like, what was like? Okay, you know what? The deck is really stacked against you, but my man over here, his demo tape got some beats on here.
Will you do
Might
a
be able to
feature?
get you off. Like,
Right. Will you
what the
do a
fuck?
feature on it? Like,
Like,
yeah, I have no words.
it's just come on, man. Like, no. There's better ways to get your demo tape out here. You are literally better off going down to the radio station, standing outside and singing, or just waiting for them to come out. You're better off getting a sound file. You are better off just handing that shit to people walking around downtown than going to this trial here and doing that shit. Like, what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that episode when Professor Ogilvy was on Fresh Prince and he was the clown and he had the bomb and he went down to the court and he was like, "Oh, I thought I would get on TV and be a star." And Carlton's like, "You suck."
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what this is. This nigga was like, "I know I'm going to testify, so drop him a mixtape." Come on. You know what? This actually fits perfect into my You Niggas
It really
Tripping.
does. That's what I was about to say. It really does.
Another moment of when to read the room, of just not knowing what to do. For those
Ah,
of you that are actually watching the podcast on YouTube, this video is hilarious. For those of you who are listening on our other podcast platforms, just listen to what she is saying. They're on a Spirit flight. I can only imagine that they have been in the air for quite some time because the lights are off. Everyone is chilling. They have reached cruising altitude when this young lady decided to pull out her Mr. Microphone. Go ahead, Adrian.
Not a cat, not a bag, some dick chicken. If I'm the only woman, I ain't coming. I'm in a bag, you're a trigger.
Hey. What? I don't know what the hell
We
she
gotta
is
stop. We
saying.
gotta stop.
I don't know what the hell she is saying, but it is hilarious. Just the simple fact that she decided to pull out her own karaoke machine and start rapping one of her songs in the air. It's just like, nigga, what do you niggas be thinking? And I got so many questions. It was like, you wasted a carry-on bag to put your karaoke machine in here? How far deep into the thought process was it like, okay, 30,000 feet, I'm gonna do it. And you know you're gonna get banned from flying. So I hope this was at least done on your flight back home. I hope this wasn't done on your flight out there.
Who did she think was on the plane that she was gonna be discovered or find a way to get signed somewhere? Like
on Spirit,
you on a Spirit airline,
yeah,
buddy.
I don't see many record executives on Spirit like, yeah, I need her, gotta sign her. And you know what's funny? She put the microphone out in the air, like those niggas was gonna know your song. Like, I know y'all niggas fuck with this, sing it.
And also, like what was the response afterwards? Like, that's what I want to see. After she did that, are people clapping? Like, are people like, hey, you can go sit down now?
That was the response. The response was boo. You know what's crazy though? And again, I'm not gonna lie because I do like a little bit of niggerdom. I do like a little bit of tomfoolery. I probably would have been in my seat like, yeah, I like that. She good. Like that girl is good. Honestly, I'd have been like, encore. I need another one. I'm like, just give us another verse. I would be egging her on. I legit would be egging. I'm like, yo, come up here. I got some bars for you too. Like, I would be egging her on. I would be her hype man. I'd be like Split Star out there. I would be hyping her the fuck up. I would.
What more? I understand people are trying to be creative to try to get their name out to get that exposure, but can we
No, don't give her that excuse. Don't give her that excuse.
Okay. Well,
don't give her that out. I didn't mean to cut you out there, but don't give her that out, Adrian. Don't do
that. Something needs to be done. Like, we need help. What happened to SoundCloud? What happened to YouTube? Put your shit on there and stop it. What happened to Twitch? Stop. You know what it is? You're hurting the general public's feelings by doing some shit that we did not ask for.
You know what? Here's the real question. Also, the question: when did niggas decide that acting up on airplanes was the thing to do? And it ain't just black people. It's been a lot of white people too. Like 2021 was just like, oh, we ain't been able to fly all 2020, so we acting up. Airports, airplanes, we don't give a damn. We are showing our goddamn ass. I don't understand it. Why up in the air? Why? And you know what it is? This is definitely a Spirit thing because this don't happen on Delta. This don't happen on United. This is only I feel like niggas just buy the Spirit ticket just to act up. It's like, oh, I'm gonna show my ass. I done spent $45 for this ticket and another $125 for my second bag, which cost me the same goddamn price that it would have cost me to fly Delta or United. So I'm gonna show my ass. That's what I'm gonna do. The pilot might not be here, so I'm gonna just rap for y'all. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm really surprised no one else got up and was rapping with her. I'm really surprised. That's a Spirit. I'm surprised there wasn't just like a chorus of niggas that just would have got up and just provided ad libs. I really am. I'm shocked.
I mean, if she doesn't get banned, salute to her.
Oh, you know she's getting banned. you know. As soon as that flight touched down, like, ma'am, you and your karaoke machine come with us.
Yeah, it's feeling a little banny to me.
They are. I'm like, please, come with us. I just like, you wasted a carry-on bag for a karaoke machine. Like, you legit was like, hey, I'm gonna kill him with this one. Imagine if you were the person sitting beside her though. I'm like, yo, what you doing? Like, yo, I'm just, or if I'm asleep, I'm knocked the fuck out asleep. Cause it looked like they was in the air for a minute. It looked like a pretty
Yeah.
big plane. So I'm imagine you on them 4-hour flights to Punta Cana or Tulum, and a nigga beside you just
And you forgot your headphones, because there's definitely been
oh
moments
god.
where I'm on the airplane and I'm like, where's my, oh damn.
Let me tell you this much. I would be suing the fuck out of Spirit. I'm like, nah, nigga, I need a refund. I need a refund. I was just bad enough. I got to deal with pilots not showing up. I can't get no peanuts. I can't get no high quality beverages. Now I got to deal with niggas in karaoke machines on these flights. No, I'm like, it is just too much stress. I would have PTSD flying Spirit. I don't think I'd be able to do it. I just can't do it. And that's why that young lady is getting you niggas is tripping for the week. You get money for the week, Just get it for the week. We got one more ad to get to. Let's pay this last bill. We'll be back for the final topic.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
It's the final topic. This is also one of those topics that made me squirm, made my penis go up inside me. I'm just going to say that. A 15-year-old teen gets a USB cable stuck in his penis in an experiment where he tried to measure his length.
So you tried to measure your length of your Peter, but decided to go the route of inserting inside of your penis.
Yep. As the only person on this show that has a penis, I can say that, yes, in my youth, I have partaken in the age-old tradition of measuring to kind of see where you stack up. Every male has done this. Typically, most of us will use a ruler and we'll measure on the outside. Never in my history of being a man, these 34 years of living, have I ever heard of anyone measuring on the inside of their penis. Nor have I ever thought to ask anyone. And I'm like, hey man, how are you measuring yourself? I just kind of always knew something in me. You know how they always say, like, ladies, y'all have like that female intuition. Something in me was just like, this goes on the outside. Base of the penis, all you gotta do, ruler, and you good. You see where you stack up.
I mean, he was trying to me, I felt like he was trying to measure that extra 2 inches that's inside of y'all.
Okay, that's what, but even so, you know how like when you're trying to measure feet, you always give yourself a little extra foot when you jump. just take the ruler and just kind of estimate, be like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna add 2 to that. Whatever this is, if you 5, add 2, you 7. That's just what you got. Just round up. You know, I just don't get it. And even looking at this picture, for those of you who are looking at this on YouTube, this is not your ordinary USB cable from the looks of it. This thing looks
Oh, no, not.
long. And it looks like it's one point of it looks like it's kind of balled up.
Yeah, he
This
paid
looks like my
extra.
man. He went to Amazon. This is
Yeah.
not this is not the USB cable that came with his device.
Mm-mm.
This is one of them 10-foot Amazon cables. Like there's no possible way. And then so I was reading the story on this. I didn't want to because it was kind of hurting me. He put one end in and just kept kind of pushing it in to see how far, to the point it kind of looped itself around. He got both ends in. So just imagine, just go with me here, listeners, No Sleep Crew. He's got the small end of the USB and the big end of the USB. Both ends are hanging out of
Oh God.
the mushroom cap. Both ends of the USB are just hanging out.
How do you? This is, but like, also, I want to see that conversation that he had to have with his parents. Like, Mom, Dad, come.
Let's go back. I want to know the conversation he had to have with himself.
Yeah.
Like, Google is your friend. There's so many things that he could have done. Okay, you know what? Never measured. I'm 15 years old. You know, never really measured myself. Maybe I'm just go to Google. How do you measure your penis? And I'm sure out of all the several sites that he'll find, not one of them will say put anything inside of your penis, and definitely not a USB cable. You know, and so at some point also, what was his pain receptors? Was he not like ow, 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 ow? Because I know myself, it's a very sensitive area down there. So you know, you sometimes you do a little too much down there, and you go whoa, you know. So you putting the whole USB cable down there, bro. Like,
This has to go to Ripley's, believe it or not.
And so let me ask you this question. So how, you know, it was crazy. So, you know, when from when I read the story, he asked his parents to leave because they asked him like, "What were you doing?" So he asked his parents. He felt embarrassed. So he asked them to leave. He told the doctor he was trying to measure himself. So the doctors could not get it out of him. So they had to, you know, send him to a different hospital.
Oh
You
God.
know, this is not something that your average doctor's equipped to handle. People don't just walk in, you know, with charging stations hanging out their dicks, you know.
Excuse me, sir. I have a USB port in my.
I was like, I got this power strip in my pants, doc. You know, I can charge phones here. You know, it's fucking insane. Like, these kids are doomed. They're really doomed. And they say children are the future. This guy is going to grow up to be a president of some type of company. He's going to grow
easily.
up to be the leader of something. And this is who
Because he's willing to try something new. He's willing to experiment. So he's on his way, clearly.
You know what's crazy? I done a lot of dumb shit as a youth. I did a lot of things where my dad was like, "Oh my God, this kid, I just don't know. Like he's really kind of dumb." But never to this point. It was never like this. And again, that conversation, who do you think he told first? Well, hey, Mom! Was it Mom or was it Dad? Like, that is just like...
It had to be his dad first.
It's like, well, Kathy, we got to take him to the emergency room. It's like...
Oh, God.
Yeah, yo, and so let me ask you this, because, you know, I know the story. I read everything. So how do you think they got that out? What do you think that the surgeon's process was to get this out?
I mean, they had to put him to sleep.
Do any guess as to where they cut to get this out, or how they removed it?
I mean, they had to cut his little abdomen, his groin area.
So is that your final answer? If you were Surgeon Adrian, if we're planning an operation right now, you are going through the groin.
I mean, they might. I doubt that they're gonna
Or you're going
split
through the
his
abdomen. My bad. You're
penis,
going through the abdomen.
his abdomen. Yeah,
So you went to the abdomen. Okay. Okay. So how sure are you of your answer? This is your final answer? You going with the abdomen?
that's the way I'm going.
Okay.
They didn't.
Okay.
They didn't. Don't tell me they cut through his penis.
Okay. No, no, they did not cut through the penis. For those of you at home that guessed the gooch, you are right.
Oh Lord.
They went through his gooch. They had to
They split him open
split him
like
through the
if he had
gooch.
a baby.
This is probably the first gooch surgery ever. Probably this is the first removal of a USB, probably in the history of all surgeries. My man forever
Whew.
gonna have a scar down there. So any ladies in his adult life that are into gooch play, he gonna have an interesting story. So what happened down here?
Bet
How'd you
he
get
learned
this
his lesson.
scar?
I bet he learned his lesson.
Yeah, not to stick shit up your penis. Like for all the young males out here, I'm just gonna, as an older male, this is not the way. Learn from this guy here. Learn from him. I'm sure it was very painful. I'm sure he's in a lot of pain. There's other ways to measure. There's rulers. There's tape measurers. You could even just do the eyeball test. I mean, you could
Use
just
a piece of paper.
that too. You could
My
use your
God.
hand. Just be like, okay, a pencil, like a remote control. There's many things that you can use. Don't insert any of these in. Don't do that.
I blame the parents, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, you know what? This falls back in line of not teaching your children, proper sexual education, them knowing their bodies and stuff. Because if you taught your children, how to be comfortable with themselves, or how to bring these type of topics to you, you wouldn't have to have these conversations of, "Hey, son, don't put a fucking USB cable up your penis." And I just this is also, it just makes me think when they always say girls are smarter than boys. I wholeheartedly believe it. Because I don't think there's a woman out here who would stick a USB cable up her ass or up her vagina. I just don't. I feel like y'all have more common
Is
sense
it
than
a
that.
vibrating USB?
Exactly. And I was like, bro, there's not. I just yeah, and you know what? You know
Hey,
what?
as long as he's out here safe, Gooch is gonna heal up just fine. He got a story to tell when he get older. So
I hope he never tells anyone that story. Like that is one of them stories you have to take that to your grave. Because you know what's
true.
gonna happen? Your wife, your girl, gonna be like, you know what? I got to be the one woman in the world married to the dumbass dude that stuck a USB cable up his fucking penis. I got to be married to this idiot here. Every time you do something stupid, she's always gonna bring that up. Always
Good
gonna bring it
point.
up.
Good point.
Like, and your family too. Your family, like every year for Christmas, you're getting USB cables. I am getting you USB. I am just every year. I'm gonna get you. Like, I'm gonna get you some industrial size, like some big ones. I'm like, can't fit these in your dick. Like, I am definitely going to. I'm rubbing it in. Like, I'm just gonna be an asshole. Like, yeah, I'm changing your name on my phone to USB. USB boy. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Like, that's just a whole new level of, and even imagine that insurance claim. Like, I feel like those doctors went home and was like, hey, honey, I got a good one for you tonight. He was like, some kid got a USB cable stuck in his penis. Like, it just, do better, y'all. Y'all just do better, youth. Do better. Do better. It's, I hate to really end on this, but that's just just the way it happens sometimes. Sometimes we end on stupidity, and
And
that
we do.
kid is just dumb. Just dumb. Episode 40 Trey came to an end. Again, shout
Is
out to the
there
No Sleep crew. We appreciate you for checking in. Again, like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. What you got for the good people out here, Boogie?
I mean, you said what's all needed to say. Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it rolling. We doing a lot of things, more things to come. Let's
Big
keep
old
this
things
movement
coming.
going.
Again, tell a friend, tell a friend. Episode 44 coming up next. Again, if you've learned nothing from us today, again, remember, do not, and I repeat, do not stick stick USB cables
Oh
up your
God.
peen or anywhere else in your body. Just don't do it. Do not do it. Again, I'm your boy, Nick Yellow Lane.
Adrian Brandyberg.